Hello Tankers! In today's episode, we'll be telling you about the upcoming Tanki Online game client and the future of DM tournaments. We'll also be bringing back one of your favorite contests. In the last episode, we told you we were building a game client for Tanki Online. The great news is that it's almost ready to be released. Now it's time to find out why it is better than the browser version. When it came to deciding whether we need a downloadable client or not, our choice was a clear yes. A downloadable client brings many advantages as opposed to keeping the game browser-based. First off, it allows you to launch Tanki Online directly from your desktop without having to launch it from a browser. More importantly, the client supports mouse controls, and we're sure that will make many tankers happy. But the most important point in its favor is that it is not a browser. Many of you have probably noticed that the game takes quite a while to load, especially when launched for the first time on a computer or after a long period of not playing. The loading takes forever and every battle takes ages to start. Then, after having been run for a few times, the game starts to load faster. This happens because the first time the game is launched, all the required resources including map models, tanks, textures and more need to be downloaded to the browser cache. But working with the browser cache is usually very unstable. Over time, the cache tends to lose data packages and will be forced to re-download parts of the game. This is one of the things that triggers lags. It is also a waste of internet bandwidth, especially for those who have limited connectivity, such as on mobile internet. The TO Game Client is a tiny program, just like the browser's cache. When launched the first time, it will download all the data required for the game. However, the client will not lose any of that data. The only time the client will need to download data is when a new update is released. The end result is a much better user experience and an improvement in game performance when compared to a browser. Additionally, the game will no longer fall victim to browser updates. Let's not forget how many times game performance went downhill due to a Chrome browser update. There are two important things to keep in mind when it comes to future development of the client. As we've already mentioned, one of our top priorities is giving players the option to customize their experience by changing the controls of the game. Another priority is to have an intuitive interface that allows players to easily switch between their accounts. DM tournaments had to go back to the drawing board after less than 2 weeks of being officially in the game. If you're curious about why that happened, here's the story. The DM Tournaments update spent a lot of time in testing. At first, we focused on the mechanics of battle creations and invitations. When these started to work as intended, we launched battles for every intended rank to test the system under realistic conditions.
Unfortunately, DM tournaments in their current state proved not to be very popular within the community. After a lot of tests and feedback from our tankers, we've managed to figure out what they liked and what they didn't like. Players liked the idea of random opponent selection and ratings, but they didn't like the match scheduling and entry fees.
For now, the system will be disabled. Although the entry fee is something we can change overnight, changing the scheduling system will require some time to revise, program and test. Right now, the battles are created according to the schedule and the number of battles depends on the number of players who signed up for the tournament. The plan is to change this mechanism so that when a player hits play, the system creates a battle with other tankers of the same rank who are also waiting for a battle to begin.
In the end, the waiting time for a battle should be significantly lower and players will be able to participate whenever they want without having to stick to a match schedule. The same mechanic will be used for clan battles, which will also have a rating system.
Are you looking for a cool contest? Great news! The Mr. and Ms. Tanki Online contest is coming back next week. If you're not familiar with the rules, here's what you need to do. Shoot a video on a specific theme, send us the video, and become the next Mr. or Miss Tanki Online. Prizes include crystals, supplies, gold boxes, premium accounts, and a smartphone as the main prize. The wait will be over soon, so get your camera ready. Video of the week. Last time you had to send us a video from the Parma map, wearing the white paint. Let's watch the best entry. next episode, you will have to record a video using mouse controls. We will only accept videos recorded in first-person mode without spectator mode. That's it for today, guys. Make sure you like and share this video with your friends. See you next week. Bye! Last week, Kasim played a simple DM battle and you had to guess how many crystals he earned in that match. The correct answer is 516. Remember, the winners of the question of the week are picked randomly out of all the users who have answered our question correctly. Now let's meet our winners and watch the next question.